Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Akashic Rose. It's Sabrina Dawn. So today we're going to do a Valentine's Day pick-a-pile. So first I want to just wish you a very, very happy Valentine's Day. Today's actually my most favorite holiday of the year because I just love love, and not just romantic love, just love in general. And I just love that there's hearts and my favorite colors everywhere. So I'll probably keep my setup for a little while longer just because I love it so much. This was my Valentine's decoration. So, but today, let's get back to the reading. So if you're finding resonance with the pile that you picked, you may want to go back and watch the other two twin flame videos that I posted this week, because I feel like, and I can't remember which ones, but I do know that because I'm recording this now, whereas I just did the three piles. So I felt like they were connected. And I remember saying yesterday in my video that I felt like they were going to be. So that did end up being true. So, so I just invite you to whatever you use to find your own divine guidance, and a way to get answers, and to pick piles that you use. Now you can use just taking a deep breath. You can call on your higher self. You can call on your twin's higher self and your higher self and watch them blend together and just pick from there, so that it's like a beautiful message from a higher self combined source. So you can do that. You can just ask your angels which one. You can just be visually drawn to one of these crystals and go from there. Okay, so or you can use a pendulum over the timestamps. I'll have timestamps in the description box as well as in the comments. Okay, so I just invite you to take a deep breath and to focus on, bring to mind your divine masculine. Okay, and the good parts, the love, the connection. Okay, so take a deep breath. Allow yourself to focus. Which pile has messages from your divine masculine? There's messages from the divine masculine, as well as advice from the divine masculine's higher self about the relationship, about the connection. Okay. All right. So now you can go to the timestamps when you're ready. Okay. You can use a pendulum over the picture. You can pause it. You can do it over the timestamps, whatever you like. Okay. All right. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoy. All my love. Hello, Pile One. Welcome to your Valentine's Day reading. So we're going to start off with a little bit of fun. We are going to more like of the lighter messages with the sweethearts and some love bombs and the love oracle. Okay, so we're going to start off just by calling in the most beautiful angelic team, the romance angels, Archangel Rajuel and Archangel Shamuel, and all of the archangels, to bring messages of love and healing. And we also call upon the higher selves of all of our divine masculines to bring through messages of healing, light, and love. Okay, so we got love, one for me, you and me, and LOL. So one of these divine masculines is a joker. That's actually really beautiful messages. Love, you are the one for me because it's you and me, LOL. That's funny. So this divine masculine, this collective that for this reading, could be a joker. I see it being sent through texts. Also, I'm hearing that he may send messages testing the waters and then put an LOL as like to see where you're at, and he could have an easy scapegoat by just saying, "Oh, I was just kidding, anyways." So it's kind of like a little this divine masculine, it's kind of sweet if you think about it. Feels like really vulnerable, can feel a little sensitive around being vulnerable, so that little LOL comes in as a as a way to be able to give himself an out. Okay, And I just heard too, give himself an out. So it's not even just an out to you, but it's himself. Well, I was just kidding, anyways, even if he never says it to you. All right, so we're going to pull from the Lover's Oracle. Oh, that was quick. Okay. It is important right now to take a step back and spend time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So we'll get some love bombs around it, and then I'll read. I just want to get 3. Oh, there we go. So these are just some positive messages. I appreciate your honesty. You have a way of lighting up a room. Wow. You inspire me. So from these messages here, overall, I'm feeling very strongly that this divine masculine knows that you are the one for them. But right now, he can feel very overwhelmed with your focus on him. So he feels the same way you do, but the focus on him is making him feel inadequate or too sensitive or panicky. I don't know if I'm ready for this, even though he feels the same way. Like he appreciates your honesty when you tell him how you feel and where you are at. Um, but it can also make him feel intimidated. Okay, but he does know that you're the one for him and that it's you and me. Okay, so he may come at this and joke about how he feels for you in a joking manner, and that's because that's just the way that he does it, because he is not as honest as you, or upfront. He may be as honest, but he hides a lot behind his tough exterior. Okay, all right, so we're going to leave these out. I'm going to put them down here because they may come into play for the rest of the reading. So now here's the pick a pile part, okay, that I've already picked. I could get lost in your eyes. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. We need to let each other go. Summer. It's time to see the sunny side. Your answers arrive in summer. Your words linger in my mind. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you. I know you are my soulmate. Right? That's what was coming in through the candies. Belladonna. Silence. Listen more and quiet be. This is a strong message. Listen more and quiet be. That is beautiful. Wisdom. With every relationship, I gain invaluable wisdom. I'm continually learning which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. I'm sorry, guys. This is a new deck. It literally came in the mail today. It's the Affirmators Love and Relationship. I got it for myself for Valentine's Day, and I don't know anything about this deck. In that sense, even failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I just have to read that again. I'm continually learning which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me. Which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So there's that LOL coming in. This divine masculine is funny. Okay. So actually, I forgot something. When I had picked these are advice for the divine feminine, and I just forgot. I apologize, guys. I forgot to put these aside. So we're going to get into these more, okay? Oh my gosh, that is just so funny. Okay, so so as I was saying before, this divine masculine really appreciates your honesty. So don't no matter how he reacts to your honesty, you may feel that when you're honest, he pulls away, or he may run or anything like that. But just know that in his truth, he appreciates your honesty. It may stimulate him and get him overwhelmed, but it does inspire him to be a better man. Um, and just as some extra messages, he could get lost in your eyes because of your honesty, because you have honest eyes. He knows that you are his soulmate and the one for him, and that it's you and him. Now, I feel like this divine masculine could also get confused. So, what I'm feeling about that is because there's this, we need to let each other go. Your words linger in my mind. Summer, can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you. This is a song. I'm hearing the song in my head, but I don't know what it is. If you know it, please comment on in the comments. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. So with twin flame connections, I've experienced it myself, but I also have heard it from many others that often the universe will put you in the same place together, or have like a really good friend bump into you so that they go back. And so it could have happened so that everywhere they go, they start looking as if you're just going to magically pop up. So know that they're not just thinking about you in their quiet times, but when they're out and about, they're looking around and wondering when they're going to see your eyes in the crowd. And for some, so the summer could have been a really important time for you this past summer, or I could hear that or there could be that this summer is the time you're going to get your answers. But remember to see the sunny side of this relationship. And there's a bottle here, and that just makes me think of like message in a bottle. So you're going to get important messages, and like the starfish is like wishes, and I just feel a really positive energy coming from the summertime. He may be in and out in because he's confused. He's never felt a connection like this, but he can't shake the look in your eyes and just how honest they are and just how honest you are. He looks for them in the crowd. I just heard him say, in a crowd of false eyes, I look for your honest eyes in every person. Because you've shown me that honesty, you've inspired me to see it in others and where it is not in others, but also within myself. Your eyes light up a room. Your laugh, the way you enter, I admire it. It inspires me. He's ignoring. He can't ignore the signs that he's receiving any longer. The focus that you were putting on him made him feel scared and want to run, and felt like that you guys needed to let each other go. He was getting distracted in the things that meant the most to him, maybe children, work, hobbies, friends. The quiet time that he used to have in his mind was now filled with fears and doubts, or what is my divine feminine going to think, all of that. Okay, and it made him feel like that you needed to let each other go. So this is where I feel like he's confused, because it started off that he knew you were the one, but then, which often happens, so this isn't, don't take this too personally, is that you put too much focus on him and not on yourself and not on your life, and he could see you slowly losing parts of yourself as well, and that just scared him. and your words linger in his mind. So be mindful about what, think about things that you may have said, little one-liners that could have put this heavy weight or this feeling of, oh my goodness, in him. Now, that's his responsibility. It's not your fault. Okay? Don't take it, don't own it too much, okay? But just think about that. So like if you guys when you guys come back into contact, you could think about the things that you say really linger in this divine masculine's mind. He takes words. So if he was in the 5 love languages, he may be words of affirmation. So words could be very important to him. And if that's the case, then he's going to hear everything you say and take it very seriously. Okay? So just be mindful of that, especially with the messages coming. And I just heard as well, so if it's not summer, messages are coming, and look on the sunny side. Don't have a negative viewpoint when you're getting messages from them. Try to uh, expect the best. Like if he says something and it could be taken 2 ways, just look on the sunny side of it and respond from that place, not the darker place, not from the triggers of this intense connection. All right, and so the last 3 cards I pulled, and I already read a couple of them, and I had my little laughing fit. I'm sorry. And and then on the book it says bananas. I think I'm in love with this deck. Okay, so or at least this card in the deck, right? So this says Belladonna, silence, listen more and quiet be. So this divine masculine might feel overwhelmed by your words. Okay, so from the divine masculine's higher self, he's saying, please listen to me more, listen to your higher self more, and quiet be. There was too much talking, too much for him anyways, too much. It felt overwhelming to him, too much talking, too much pressure. Okay, so listen more to him. Don't talk over him or for him or too fast. Listen more and quiet be. There. And then the wisdom, with every relationship, I gain that invaluable wisdom. I'm continually learning. I'm going to say this with a straight face, guys. Which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing at that. In that sense, even failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound? Okay. And then the book of bananas. I just feel like this divine masculine is coming into a place of wisdom. So the separation is good because he's coming to understand the parts of the relationship that and his past relationships of like what in this relationship works and doesn't work. And he just needs that mind space to be able to share that part of himself with you. But he needs you to be quiet. I'm just going to be honest. He needs you to be quiet. He needs you to allow him to be him in the space to speak and the space to come to his own conclusions. Okay. And so let's see what this is. This card just came up in one of the readings, I think within the last couple of days. So you might want to go back and look at the readings over the last couple of days. I'm pretty sure this was in them. So always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Okay, so let me see. So the guidance from your divine masculine's higher self is saying, that he needs the silence. So this was a confirmation about how he feels and where the relationship is at and what's going on in his daily life in regards to you. He knows that you are it. He knows it's about you and him. You are the one for him. This is love. You are my soulmate. I could get lost in your eyes. You inspire me. Your eyes and the honesty, but he needed to break free because he felt like he was losing focus, and so wasn't the divine feminine on who they were. And so now the advice that he is and he's also seeking your honest eyes and you in crowds as if you magically would appear. I'm just going to put that there. So from his higher self, what I'm hearing is that please allow him his space to think, to get clarity, but also when you guys are actually talking. Okay, when you guys are actually talking, Belladonna, that reminds me of Stevie Nicks too. So listen more and quiet B. So listen to what he's saying and allow yourself to digest it and hear it and then respond. That is what I feel like this card is always do your best in trying to hear what he's saying and not react from an emotional place. You know, there'll be in the comments a video for working with your shadow side, and you can practice that during your separation and really coming to a place of stillness within yourself so that when he talks, you're not reacting, you're having communion and conversation with him. He wants you to perceive him as him and not through the eyes of your wounds. As he's trying to do, he's trying to come into that wisdom as well, and his higher self is inviting you to do the same thing. Okay? All right. So I'm going to leave it at that, but know that your divine masculine really loves you. He sees you as the one for him. One for me. I know you are my soulmate. He knows this. And so from the angels, I'm hearing, not just from the divine masculine, from the angels, I'm hearing, recognize this as a cycle, not as the end. And, work on your abandonment triggers. What is this separation triggering within you? What is making you feel so uncomfortable in your own skin with this separation? Okay? The divine masculine is only getting clarity and understanding of just how much he loves you. And remember, these high-level soul connections are very triggering. And so when you put all your focus on another person, the trigger is that much more intense for both of you because there's a codependency in that. Okay? So allow yourself to be surrounded in this beautiful blue warmth. Okay, you can call on Archangel Raphael for healing. And this blue is to me is the divine mother energy, Mother Mary, or just divine mother in general, just nurturing and caring for yourself. Not the connection, not your divine masculine, but yourself. Okay? All right. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. All my love. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to start off with the more light messages. We're going to do some candy hearts. What are those? Sweethearts and some love bombs and the love oracle. But first, we're just going to call in all of the beautiful archangels of love, all the romance angels, Archangel Rajuel and Shamuel. We ask that you bring through messages of unconditional love, guidance, and we ask that these messages come through with clarity and compassion. And we ask that we call on all of the higher selves of the Divine Masculine Collective for Pile 2. Thank you, and so it is. Satnam. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off with some candy hearts. Okay, you guys got 2. Gal Pal. Okay, so I'm hearing to read the back. So Gal Pal, BFF, laugh forever. Okay, so what I'm feeling like for this pile, there could be a strong friendship bond. Maybe it started in friendship and grew into more. And I just feel a lot of laughter. And that is forever. This person knows that they don't want to lose the friendship with you forever. They just want to keep laughing and have that friendship. So let's see what the rest of the reading says. So if Lulu, it's okay, honey. So Lulu just barked. And what I was just about to say is that if this connection didn't start in friendship or have a strong friendship, well, actually, after I pull these cards in the love bombs, if you are not resonating with it, I recommend that you pick a different pile. Okay. So let's see what the Love Oracle, the Hearts, have to say. Oh. So I take, Lulu barking in that moment as like an exclamation point. So it's not wrong if you pick the wrong one, or maybe there's a message in here somewhere for you, and then pick another one, and then, check the two. But just know that I really feel like when she does that, that is a sign from the universe. So if you feel like this isn't your connection after this first part, then definitely move on. You don't have to hear the rest, okay? So I feel like there's transformation. And then the third eye is lit up. So you may have dark hair. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And there's that, knowing, that inner knowing, being able to see the situation clearly so that you can transform it. Or this could mean that you need to transform how you're seeing things so you can see it clearly. Okay, so we'll see what more of the messages bring for that. This is the Love Bombs. So funny, this Divine Masculine Collective I'm reading for pile 2 just feels so different than pile 1. I haven't done I don't think I've done a Divine Masculine pick a pile, so to feel the different energies so differently. If I really needed help, you'd be the first person I would call. Thank you for being there for me. Another strong bond of friendship. You have a great taste. That's not so friendshipy, if you ask me. That's why I suggested that you stay for this part, because even though the two friendship pieces came in, there could have been more behind it. Okay. I admire, excuse me, I admire your courage to be yourself. And notice how my throat chakra wanted to clear there. So this Divine Masculine Collective for pile 2, I think that they're having a hard time being expressing their authenticity out into the world, or to you, or both. More than likely to you, and then both. But for some, it could be both. Okay. Okay. So I do feel like there's a strong bond of friendship in this pile. So either it started out as a friendship and grew into more, or it started out as more and grew into a deep friendship. And this Divine Masculine, it feels like he doesn't want you to doubt how much you've done for him and his recognition of that, and how much he trusts you. I feel like he's a little nervous to lose the laughter because he wants that around forever. But he also is very sexually charged by you and your connection. So it's not just you, it's the connection. It's that twin flame burning. It's just absolutely wonderful. And he's feeling that, and he feels that pull. And so this is, I'm hearing this actually has to do with the sexual piece. So in your life, yes, as well. But also he has, because you notice how it was right underneath this one. So I feel like he has a lot of admiration for the way that you just let go sexually. So that's why I'm glad that that message came in about, waiting until the end, because this isn't just friendship. It's just that the bond of friendship is really strong, or has the possibility of growing into a deep friendship as well as a love affair. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this here so we can use this for the rest of the pick-a-pile. All right, okay, so I'm sorry for what I've done. You came closer than anyone. pause, inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. What a look at how beautiful that card is. The colors, the sun illuminating. Just really beautiful. My heart is telling me, just do it. I got spooked. I feel heartache. I want to feel worthy of you. So this one, I just have to say, what first, like, if you notice I stumbled on this, I almost said heartache. Okay. So this divine masculine cares for you deeply, feels a strong bond of friendship, misses you, and is missing you sexually as well. So this pile, I'm picking up love, I'm picking up sex, and I'm picking up friendship. You have something really special. Okay, you have that beautiful 3 that really can help you manifest something beautiful into the world. See? I want to taste you, to savor you. Oh, don't you love how this works? So this divine masculine must have loved the way your skin tasted and other areas. Okay? He is if you had any doubt about your sex, the sexual piece in your connection, please don't. This divine masculine is in a place of major heartache. Okay? But he's also in a place of heartache because I feel like through the sex is what really transformed this relationship. And you know that answer. You know this. Okay? So these 3 cards that come out, so these are advice from the divine masculine's higher self for the divine feminine. So about this connection. So I want to just get a little bit about this and then we'll read deeper, okay? Then we'll go on to those cards. Okay. So I feel like for the main collective of this, the majority of the people who picked pile 2, that there was a strong connection and there was a friendship there that was really good, and it was like a lot of laughter and it was great, and it started to evolve into more. Okay. And I feel like the sex helped transform him into blossoming love in his heart for you. Okay, there's that divine passion of the twin flames that just lit, and it just like opened up his heart. And where's the one that I got spooked? And he got spooked. Okay, and he wanted to feel worthy of you. He didn't feel like he was enough, so I feel like he put everything on a pause. He had to step back. This feels a little gentler than like the running or, getting in a big fight and going in the opposite direction. This feels like he just needed to breathe. Like he just needed to like step back and just really, take in all of everything that was going on in the connection to find his center again. That is why he paused. His heart was telling him to do it. So he thought. But then when he did it, he felt heartache and is also now feeling heartache. You came closer than anyone to his heart, and that spooked him. And now he's in a place of being sorry for what he's done. This is beautiful, guys. This divine masculine is really, that pause is really helping him. He's either, this is coming in the near future, or he's in a place right now of really finding that center. And he's realizing through his heart and heartache how much you came closer than anyone and how sorry he is. He admires your courage. And his heart is telling him to reach out. If you ever doubted the sexual connection, don't. Okay. Heliconia? Realization. The answer is here. Take heed. This is the Affirminators deck, Love and Relationships. Listening. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer to dominate, the planet. I love this deck. I just got it today. It was a Valentine's Day present to myself. Okay, so I'm going to read these in a moment. Don't take anything personally. Transform your life. And look at the shirt. It's like fire and passion. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. Okay, so this is advice from your divine masculine, his higher self. Okay, so what he's saying, excuse me, guys, this divine masculine, I feel like is having a hard time with communication. My throat chakra has been wanting to clear almost this whole reading, and it didn't for the other one. And it wasn't like this earlier. Okay, so this divine masculine, I feel like, has a really hard time with communication. I feel like he feels a bit bottled up, and his heart is telling him to reach out and for that, for that message. But he's just feeling some intimidation around it. Okay, so but the answer is here. Take heed, and the answer is in the friendship, the gal pal, the BFF. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, it's focusing on the friendship and recognizing that and allowing the rest to be there. When the sex came into the situation, I'm feeling like there was it just confused things for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and parts of your relationship activated and got overwhelming, and kind of overshadowed the friendship piece. So get back to the friendship is what I'm hearing. So in the listening piece, okay. um I love this deck. So his higher self is saying, allow yourself to be receptive, which is really being the divine feminine, allowing yourself to receive, but also allow and become engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Okay, there's a lot being said between the words. Okay, so if you're getting a text, go deeper into how he feels in the moment, not how you feel. What is he trying to express, not what you are projecting into what he is saying. Okay, because sometimes we do that. I'm guilty of this. We think they mean one thing, but really they're trying to say something else, and they're nervous, so they could be befuddling it, right? They could be feel like stumbling over what they really mean and what they're trying to say, and then we get hurt, and then it just escalates. Okay, so I feel like that's a lot of what happened in this. So the divine masculine's higher self is be able to move this to a higher place. I feel like just better listening. So I feel like there's like, this isn't a complete separation. I feel like there's like minimal contact, or maybe some, and in that time, or it will be coming soon. In that time, become that supercharged listener. To not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Okay, armed with this knowledge, you'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need. Okay, and then the joke is, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. And that's that laughter. Ha ha ha, this divine masculine probably jokes about power, or is in a place of power, and can joke about it. Okay, this is an amuse, like a sly, like dry humor type of divine masculine, I'm feeling like. Okay, so look at the little mouse speaking into the elephant's ear. Okay, the mouse went, through extremes to make sure that the elephant can listen. Okay? So it goes both ways. All right? And don't take the pause and him needing to find himself. He was trying to transform his life. Okay? So don't take it personally. And take this time and this pause to transform your life, because when you don't take things personally, you're not going to sit in those feelings of abandonment, anger, jealousy, sadness, or loss, or thinking they're gone forever. All of that will disappear when you don't take it personally. And then you'll have the right action and know and feel inspired in what action to take from there. Whether to reach out or not reach out, whether to, how to respond and listen to what they're actually saying and not what you think they're saying. Okay, I feel like this is your higher self coming in. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And I feel like that's a pretty high level of like a high level guidance from your higher self for you to step into the high priestess that you are, into that intuitive, beautiful, divine feminine that you are, and to step into that friendship. So I'm just getting a little guidance from the angels. So I'm just gonna just take a deep breath and I'm just gonna connect over. Okay, this divine masculine, I feel like can be, like I said, very dry humored. He can be very rigid. Okay, so what I'm hearing is this laughter between you guys is very important. That's what the angels are saying. The laughter. Remember the laughter. Remember the friendship. Get back to that. Hold off on the sex part, even though he may try to push that because that's where he feels so alive. He just wants to taste you and to savor every interview. But allow him to feel that longing and that, put that pause up and say, let's work on the friendship. Let's build up to that, okay? Because somehow or another, that made us get lost before. Okay, and in that pause is what they're saying is that there was he is coming to that recognition as well, and he won't be offended because in his heart he knows that as well. Okay, all right, so I'm just sending you all my love. I wish you a beautiful happy Valentine's Day, and please know that your divine masculine knows that the answer is in this connection. Okay, all right, all my love. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So happy Valentine's Day. And so today we are going to start off with some light messages from the Divine Masculine. And then we're going to go into the pile and go a little deeper. Okay, but this is just a little bit lighter to start off. And to begin with, we're going to just call in all of the beautiful archangels of love. Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Rajuel, we ask that you be with this reading and deliver messages of unconditional love, grace, and with compassion and clarity. And we're also calling on the higher selves of Pile 3's Divine Masculine Collective. And we ask that they deliver these messages with clarity, grace, and love. Okay. Thank you. So it is Satnam. Okay, we're going to start off with the sweetheart candies. Okay, so I first want to start off because I'm feeling it. It's very overwhelming. So each pile, so I've never done a pick a pile for messages from the Divine Masculine. And so this is my third one, for this first time doing this. And it is amazing to me just how different each pile feels in each Divine Masculine collective. And this one, obviously you can hear my voice. Like I feel like he has so much to say. Like the cards were falling out and multiples of all the cards were falling out. And this Divine Masculine has so much to say. I feel like he's bubbling up with wanting lots of communication or wishing he could have it. Sorry guys, I forgot to fix that. So just know that that's like something I'm feeling pretty strongly. Your pile got the most cards. I don't do this uniformly. I do it, I have a bunch of cards out and I just intuitively pick from the cards as I'm going for each pile. So each pile is a little bit different. And this one, I feel like there's more cards. So bear with me as I as I go through that. But I was really feeling that that's what was needed for this collective. Okay, he just has so much to say to you. Okay, so 3 hearts, BFF, cutie, our song, and my parrot just chirped. So our song. I hope you guys could have heard. Kitty is my parrot's name. So Kitty do his little song in that moment. So he's speaking to you. He's speaking to you through songs. He's speaking to you like he's hearing your song, the connection together. Again, you might want to watch I can't remember which reading it was, but one of the readings I did this week talks about how a song and a frequency comes from the connection when twin flames come. They have their own song that they sing out vibrationally out into the world. And I feel like that's part of that. So you may want to watch the twin flame ones. I uploaded 2 this week besides this one. And I remember yesterday saying I felt like these were going to all kind of be together. They were going to be like a series. So I'm going to use the Love Oracle. Oh, look how beautiful. Look at the sun and then all of the waves. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming together and then just emitting that song. Okay? And there's that sun. To me, that's the sun, that happiness, that joy. And that's how the twin flame connection can help. Like it's part of the mission of the twin flame collective when they come into connection. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you shared with those you love. So it's some of your divine masculines might have passed. Okay? But for the others, what I'm hearing is that when you pass the divine feminines are focusing too much on the negative and not recognizing and emitting that beautiful soul song that comes from the divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. So, how do you want to emit your song into the world, your twin flame twin flame connection? And these are love bombs. So we're going to get, so this was supposed to be a lighter message, but out of all of them, this one actually has been the deepest. Okay. And I feel like the divine masculine and the divine feminine at this time are deeply mirroring each other. You have great taste. And I did feel like he meant him, like it was a joke. I admire your way with words. This divine masculine deeply admires you. I admire your confidence. Okay, and while I was picking up the heart, the love oracle cards to put them to the side, one stayed behind, and I heard to read it. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. You can do that while in sexual union, but that's what this message here, I feel like, is why this card stayed more so than the sexual union. Of course, the sexual union as well. But I'm hearing that some of the collective that may be reading this actually haven't come into sexual full union with their divine masculine, okay? So you can connect to him when when he's sending flirty texts or flirting with you, or when you guys are coming into a sexual union, whether it's the first time or multiple times. You can treat it like it's the first time and connect to his heart center. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. That's what this card is saying. Look at that. The sun, that one soul, the heart. Okay, so the divine masculine and the divine feminine come in when you focus on the heart center and go up into this beautiful sun energy where you just emit your light and your song onto everyone. And that is how the twin flame union, the collective that I'm reading for pile 3, can help change and shift the vibration of our planet. The mission part of twin flame. Like how the sun just permeates everything when it's out and it's a cloudless day. Okay, and you're focusing on the shadow side of your sex life, or allowing just your shadow sides to take over. You're not able. It's like a cloudy day, and your song does not go out into the world in the way that you guys are meant to, or in your highest ability as counterparts can do. Okay, now this is a pretty strong message. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here so we can use it for the reading. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. So you're my unicorn. That's really sweet. I'm going to put that right on the heart. I never meant to hurt you. Like I said, guys, this one has a lot. I still love you. I wish I had treated you better. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. Wow. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. Career, big goals, career, business success, claim your place in the world. And he needs to claim his peace as well, too. But do you see how much these are two different decks from the same creator, but different. I'm confronting those around me. This is again from the same creator as these two, but a different deck. Shadow. I need more time to figure this out. Your hair shimmers in the moonlight. Oh, that's sweet. Actually, oh. I'm going to just pull some more things over here so that we can just want you to be able to see them. Okay, and actually after that, no, we don't need that, because after that is actually I pulled some cards at the end for advice from the divine masculine's higher self to the divine feminine. All right, so let me see what he's saying here. Let me hear the message. This divine masculine, what I feel like he's saying over and over and over and over to himself is, I wish I had treated you better. I never meant to hurt you. You're my unicorn. I still love you. I need more time to figure this out, but I'm confronting those around me. I still see your smiling face. I'm still like in my mind's eye, and everywhere I go, I needed to focus on my goals. I have these big goals. I'm trying to claim my place in the world, because without doing that, I don't feel like the man that's deserving of a connection like this. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. Your hair shimmers in the moonlight. This reminds me of like an ace. I see like the visual I'm seeing is like the divine masculine looking down at you and smiling and brushing your hair like out of your face while looking down and seeing you smiling up at him. I'm just getting this visual, and this was like he felt was like divinely delivered to him, and it blossomed and opened up his heart and his passion. Okay, and it inspired him. He admires your confidence and your way with words. So if you're not if you're, I feel like this divine masculine has like endless things to say, just lots and lots of things. The cards were just falling out. Okay. I feel like he has so much to say, and I feel like he's not able to. I feel like he admires your confidence in your way with words. He's not feeling that. He's not feeling like he can have that. He can do that, that he can express himself the way that you do. And it's intimidating for him. And it was easier for him to dive into his career and to look at that instead of, really going into expressing himself. Okay. You're his unicorn. You're his pure, unique, one of a kind connection. And I feel an ache in my gut, like he feels like he's been punched in the gut when he hurt you, when he saw the light in your eyes, or the tone in your voice, or the breath that you took when he said what he said. I feel like it's like he feels this punch in the gut, like he never meant to hurt you, like what he said, he didn't mean it to be as harsh or to be taken as harshly. But he recognizes that more and more what he said wasn't the same as you. He doesn't have a way with words and a confidence with words the way that you do. And he wished he had treated you better. He had spoken to you better, that he had communicated to you better, that he still loves you. He did all of that, and he is so sorry. But do you see, there's nothing here saying I'm sorry. It's like explaining, I still love you. I still. So like it says here, I still trying to find a place for myself in the world. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. I still love you. I never meant to hurt you. I wish. So the divine masculine is in a place of saying, I'm confronting those around you. I need more time. I. He has big goals. This divine masculine is recognizing that you're his unicorn, and he's recognizing his part. That's what all of the I's are. There's your hair, and then you're my unicorn. Your hair shimmers in the moonlight. Unicorns have a purity and a shimmer to them in my mind. Okay? He recognizes you have great taste. The BFF. He's recognizing the friendship that you gave him, and he wants to mirror that back, but he doesn't know how. This divine masculine does not have a way with words. He feels bottled up, like almost like I feel like a soda bottle that hasn't been opened, and it's shook up, and the top just wants to burst and just say so much. And I believe the rose fell, and I feel like that's like an expression of that. Like he just feels like he's falling over himself with his words and just can't seem to get it out and to speak to you. But know that this divine masculine is in a place of deep regret and looking at his part. Now there's some selfishness in there because he's still in the I, and there's only two your. Although there is, so I admire. So, and then he has one here. So he's moving out of that energy. There is three yours, but everything else is about him. So recognize that this divine masculine is in a cycle of really coming out of and looking at his selfishness. Okay, but it's almost divinely guided because he's needing to be selfish right now in order to move through and understand his part in this. So allow him this time and this space to be selfish. Okay, because it's not like I'm selfish, I'm gonna take. It's not that kind of selfish. It's just that time of inner reflection, and it may appear to you as being selfish, but really he just needs time to reflect on everything he did in this connection. Okay, he's not pointing the finger at you. He's holding you up on a pedestal. Look at, even this is on a easel, right? You're my unicorn with this big beautiful heart. Out of all of the readings, I did not put this portion on the heart. I left it empty. And I felt very inspired to put that there. This divine masculine puts you on a pedestal. Lulu just exhaled. You were a breath of fresh air to him. I don't know if you heard Lulu, my dog. So, recognize that. But with the pedestal comes a little bit of issues, right? Because there's only one place someone on a pedestal can go, and that is down. Okay, so you don't want necessarily someone putting you on a pedestal because, or to put someone on a pedestal, because nobody is perfect. Okay, but this divine masculine right now is in that place of being more selfish and really looking at his part and having you up. You're my unicorn. You have great taste. Your hair shimmers in the light. And he's like, but he's in that and I messed up, I messed up. So there's like this pedestal, low self worth, okay, or just low opinion. But in his workplace or in his home life, he's confronting those around him. He's starting to step into his power because he has big goals, and he's trying to figure out how this connection can fit in with his big goals. And the only way he can do that is by slowly gaining back his power and confronting those around him. I feel like in the workplace, especially, or at home around his work life, he's feeling judgment and pressure, and he's starting to speak up for himself, or at least take action. This divine masculine has a hard time speaking up for himself, so I'm feeling like he's more taking action and guiding people on how to treat him better, more through action, by stepping up and being the man that they want him to be. And that is eventually going to bleed over into your connection. This cup they keep showing me is like almost at the bottom. So I feel like he's almost done with processing this. Okay. And also he's burning himself out at work. So those are the two messages I got around the cup. Okay. And it says here in big letters, don't call it a dream, call it a plan. Okay. So, if you're dreaming about coming back into union or more contact or healthier contact, don't just dream about it. Actually plan it out in your head that if he contacts you, if he starts with his little pattern, old pattern, how are you going to address that? Start thinking about that and coming into that place. But know that you're his unicorn. He never meant to hurt you, and he still loves you. And you guys have a special song to sing out with your union. Okay, so now this is the advice from the Divine Masculine's higher self. So Mexican Marigold, renewal, time to begin again, stronger, better, right? That's what we were saying with the cup. Okay, that's exactly, yay. Okay. So the Affirminators Love and Relationships deck. Now, I just got this today. I bought it for myself for Valentine's Day, and it just came in. So I don't know the deck at all. I just felt really strong and pulled to use it. So I'm really enjoying it. This is the third card pulled for it. So benefit of the doubt. I believe in the basic goodness of other people, and I give them the chance to show it. If they prove me wrong, that's on them. At least I can go to sleep knowing that I practice trust and forgiveness rather than fear and doubt. And later on, if I need to, I can always change my mind and retroactively judge them like it's my career. So career is coming in again, which is kind of funny. But yes, so these cards have actually been really funny. They had, the first one had me cracking up, so I had no idea. So the divine masculine's higher self is asking you to give him the benefit of the doubt when he comes back, because there's a time of renewal here. Okay, I just saw like this beautiful energy of like water filling up the desert. Okay, like just refreshing and refreshment and renewal. Be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. He admires your way with words. The human mind is like a fertile ground. Remember I was just saying the water was seeping into the ground? Oh my goodness. Okay, a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. Benefit of the doubt. Feed love, less fear. This connection needs more love, less fear. So there can be a renewal, and the ground can become revitalized and renewed and refreshed, and beautiful seeds and flowers can blossom. Wasn't it this one that I was saying? like the ace of those flowers. Yes, it was. Okay. And then this one is always do your best. Stay in the present moment. And look at flowers again with transformation, with butterflies. So stay in the present moment. Keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. This is the beginning of a new understanding, a new dream. Oh, guys, hold on. Don't call it a dream. Call it a plan. So if you pay attention today and not all the wrongs and the wrong things done and said, this divine masculine is looking at his shit. This divine masculine is doing the work. Okay, it may be slow, it may not be on your time, but he is doing the work. And when you give him the space, he's able to do that. So you can have this renewal in this new part. And so that, bringing it out of the dream world needs a plan. And you can do that by staying present. You can help manifest this that you want and what he wants by being present, staying in the present, and replacing fear with love and giving him the benefit of the doubt for this renewal. Because he never meant to hurt you. This divine masculine is, I feel like a quivering in the tummy. Like he feels things in his tummy. He may get even, I say tummy, I'm sorry, I'm a mom of four. So tummy, like, he may feel like before he has to text you or anything like that, that's anything serious, he may feel like really sick in his stomach because he's so afraid of rejection and of hurting you. Okay, it doesn't fit into his goals. Like you were this unicorn that came out of nowhere. And he so admires your great taste and your confidence, and he wants to have a sexual union with you and honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find bliss. And sing that song out into the world, that twin flame song, that frequency that only you two coming together can emit. But you have to give him the benefit of the doubt first to have that renewal. So replace love with fear and stay present in the moment. I just want to connect over to the angels. No, they said that was all was said. The other one's got a little angel message. No, that what I just said, that was the angel message. Okay. I am sending you all my love, and please know that I'm wishing you a beautiful, happy Valentine's Day. All right? All my love. Mwah.